Hello everyone, it's Susie Crew from Esoteric Trading Solutions. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all doing very well with your trading. It's been a pretty whippy market. Always be happy, be kind to yourself and be empathetic to everyone else because life is really short. Anyway, I'm going to try and make this quicker because I know my YouTubes go a bit long, so I'm going to try and make this fairly quick. Bitcoin, as we know, got up to 11,500 yesterday, as you can see here. And they did sell it. We do have a sell on the parabolic SAR, but it looks like to me on the quarterly it's going to move back up again by the looks of it. But as you can see down here, the accumulation histograms are moving down. This is starting to move down. So I would be careful here. I have got a sell on this. I'd probably go square at this stage if you do have Bitcoin. Yesterday was definitely the sell day. We did say that it would probably move to about 11,000 from 10,400. So to hit that resistance point of 11,500, you may get it back up to maybe 11,000, but I think they might actually sell it here on the just look at these charts on the 4-hourly and the daily. So again, got up to 11,000. What do we got? 11,400, and they did sell it. So I think it is definitely overbought from here. So I would be looking to square up myself. I did square up a little bit yesterday. I did sell some yesterday. I didn't go short, of course, but I did sell some. Looking at Litecoin, that got over 102 as well. Up to 103. All these have come back a little bit overnight, but look, I really think this market is overbought. Like all the alts, all the coins are overbought, and I think there's time for a bit of a pullback here. Litecoin again got down to 78 by the looks of this. You may see it trade up to 94, something like that, but again, I'm looking to just take a bit off the top with all my holdings at this stage. Litecoin's got a negative on the histogram, again, negative on the moving averages down, so I would probably be looking to, if I'd had any more, I'd be looking to sell around that 94.10 at this stage. I wouldn't be going short on this market, but I would definitely be taking any longs off the top for sure. That's my trading. Up to you guys what you do in terms of your trading, but that's what I would be doing in my trading. It looks like everything's got the same profile. On the 4-hourly for Ethereum, we've got the same story. It's gone negative on the histogram, negative on the moving averages. That's moving over, negative or red. Again, bounced off that 43384. Oh gosh, it's got down to that 405. Wow. Looks like it's moving up again, but I think you've got the parabolic SAR, the same picture again, technically. You could see on Ethereum you're getting to maybe 486, something like that, but again, I think it's time to take some off the top. That's my view. It's my trading view anyway, for me personally. Let's have a look at Ethereum Classic. Again, we've got the parabolic SAR, moved down from here, 32, 33, came down to support level of 24 to 26, and again, look, everything looks like it could bounce a little bit, but I would be, for me, I'd be selling that bounce just short term. If I've got anything else to sell, I've got a little bit. I am looking just to square up a bit more on my holdings because I do think this market overall is overbought, and I think it's gone a long way. Wow, look at ZEC. Gosh, had a trading range of 377 down to 263. If this is correct on TradingView, that's amazing. Okay, ZEC, the same thing. We've got the same profile on every chart we look at. We've got the parabolic SAR, sell, hit resistance levels up the top here, bounced off support down the bottom here, but did overextend that sell. Then we went red here. Everything's got the same story. Interesting. Let's have a look at Monero. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Everything's got the same profile. Same story again. Parabolic SAR at the top, hit resistance, did overextend on the way down, trying to bounce back. Might see it get up to maybe 195, 200, but I suspect they'll probably look to sell it here. Histogram is going down, negative on this, red. Same story. So any bounce looks like I think the market will sell it. Let's have a look at Dash. I was actually short Dash from 720 last night, 720 US. Dash still looks pretty good, actually. Excuse me. And it still looks pretty good. It's sort of in the buy range, and it hasn't got the same sort of profile that the others have. So my short, I'll probably take that off now. I am in money on that, but that looks pretty good. That still looks like it's in the buy zone, different profile to everything else. Got a buy on the parabolic SAR. The resistance level here is 730. Let's have a look at the daily on that. This looks pretty good. Yeah, dash looks good. I'll cut that short, absolutely. I am in money on that short, but I will cut that short. Let's have a look at Ripple. Always seems to underperform every market, every cryptocurrency, unfortunately. Ripple's still in a buy zone, so I'd be looking to buy Ripple if I was going to buy anywhere near that 22, 23 cents. Still in the buy zone, still not overbought like everything else. Let's have a look at IOTA. As you know, IOTA got bounced way up. I had a friend last night try and transfer some money from IOTA wallet to Bitfinex, and my God, the struggle he had to try and do that. The IOTA wallet is absolute garbage, and also it still didn't hit his account after 4 hours, and I've heard that from other people as well. So I have no idea why the technology, why they buy this, because it's a Tangle technology, as you know. But when you have to do a transaction, you have to actually change the route, the DNS, the route on where it gets transferred. And if you do try to transfer it to Bitfinex or anything else, you have to change the deposit account constantly. You can't keep sending it to the one account. So I think people should try the different wallets and the different transactions and see how quick they are, because IOTA on the transaction side is really crap. And honestly, I don't like IOTA as a mechanism of exchange or as payments or as a settlement payment, because this friend of mine tried to transfer this 4 or 5 hours later. It still hadn't hit his account, and I've heard other people had the same problem where it hasn't hit their account for 12 hours. So I think the technology is garbage. That's me. But anyway, on the quarterly, on the 4 hourly, it's got a sell. May move up to 142, something like that, but I'm definitely looking at the sell on this. Again, the histogram's moving down. Everything's turning over. Everything's turning red. Parabolic SAR. I'd be looking for the sell on that. Let's have a look at EOS. Actually, it's interesting because a couple of these currencies, cryptocurrencies, I have checked the settlement process of them, and honestly, they're really slow. Bitcoin's seriously slow, as you know. Even Ethereum's slow. I've tried IOTA. I've tried a couple of the others, Monero. The only two that I like, obviously, are Ripple and Litecoin for settlement process. They do it fairly quickly, but the rest of them are just garbology. So I'm just talking settlements in terms of transferring money out of their wallets into the trading system so that you can actually sell something if markets do get overextended. And this friend of mine who tried to sell IOTA last night didn't have a hope in hell because it didn't even come into his exchange account after 4 or 5 hours. So that just shows you how bad the technology is, a Tangle, because seriously, you can't keep adjusting source destination and then trying to keep adjusting your Bitfinex deposit code. It's just crazy, which is your account number essentially. EOS US has got the same thing. Parabolic SAR still up there. Hit resistance at 329. Bounced off this level here, 255. Very big range on things last night. Again, parabolic SAR sell. We've got the histogram moving down. We've got the MACD moving averages moving down, the accumulation index. So in my mind, you might get another bounce out of these markets, but it is something to sell. Let's have a look at EOD, USD. These are all the contracts from Bitfinex that I look at on a daily basis. So I just thought I'd do a video on that. It's EDO USD, just for consistency. I look at these technically every day, so just to work out my trades. This one looks quite negative. Again, got the sell here, big sell, fairly big range as well. Trying to rally, but I think it's going to hit a wall, 224, 225, somewhere there. Again, same story, negative on the histogram, negative here. All looks pretty negative to me. Again, let's have a look at SAN USD. As you know, that had a big range too. Went from 25 cents to about $1.50, which is, within literally days. Bounced off support here at 104, did extend that to 90 cents. Again, might get up to about the 126, something like that. But if I'm a holder, I'd be looking to sell that. Everything's negative on that as well. We go to the daily on that. Same story. It doesn't look great to me. It doesn't look great. Histograms are all starting to move down. Let's have a look at Bitcoin Cash, and that's an interesting one because, as you know, there's been the Chinese miners saying they want this to become the new Bitcoin, And, you know, there's been a lot of argy-bargy between the miners about what they're going to support and what they're not going to support. And there's been incredible trading volume on this volume, but also ranges. I mean, one stage there it got up to, what, 2,800. It doesn't look that great to me. It's sort of languishing around this, you know, the support level of 1304, somewhere here. Again, it's flatlining. It's in no man's land. It's got a sell on here. For me, I would probably just leave that one. It's too hard to work out. Let's have a look at Neo. Ooh, Neo, golly, that's quite dramatic price. See that you got a gapping effect here, which is quite negative, which means that people were just selling and there was no bids on the market, no buys, in other words. Price action is quite negative there, I have to say. I'd be looking to sell Neo on any rally at all. I mean, it might get up to maybe 36, but that looks quite negative to me, very negative. All red. Let's check the daily on that. Yeah, don't like it. Don't like Neo at all. Wow. Looks quite negative on the daily as well. Okay, let's have a look at what else we got. ETP, USD. Wow. Look at the volume on this. My God. And they've had massive ranges overnight. Honestly, massive. Incredible. Okay, let's go to 4 hourly on that. I always look at 4 hourly and daily on my trading, and I use pivots. I've been a professional trader since '87, and I love pivots. Professional market uses pivot points, which are these things here, support and resistance points. My God, is that right? I don't know whether that candle there is right down to there, but it looks very negative to me. I'd be a seller on that on any rally at this stage. Yeah, I use pivots. I use parabolic star, which I like very much. I use the histogram, which I like a lot. I use a combination of MACD accumulation index plus moving averages. I know it's a busy chart, but that's what I've used and I've always used it. For your own trading, you can use what you like, whatever works for you. This works for me. I've been trading this style since 1987, and this is how I trade, and this is what I love. Some people criticize me because I have too many indicators, but that's what I've done in every market I've ever worked in. I've worked in fixed interest, bond markets, currency markets, foreign exchange, repo markets, equity markets, mortgage-backed security markets, crypto markets. What else have I worked? Commodity markets. You know, I've worked in literally every market since 1987, and in banking. So again, this has always worked for me. And I was a professional trader as well as an institutional trader. But let's go back to RRT USD. Gosh, that looks really negative as well. Boy, oh boy. Again, you know, it got up there, way up there, sell. It's just a big sell. So everything today, the only thing that looked all right to me was Dash. You know, we're still holding, but everything else looks quite negative to me. So I think any balance this market's probably going to sell at the moment. Has been fairly extended. It is a bit overextended. And again, this is my own, what I'm looking at in terms of my trading. This is not advice to you guys. It's just what I look at from an educational point of view. I'm only here just to say what I think in terms of my own trading. What you do in terms of your trading is your own risk profile and your own financial position. Just showing you what I look at. Also, I look at the Ichimoku as well, which I like very much because Japanese traders use that quite a lot. Japanese fixed interest market, bond market and currency market's the second biggest in the world, and that's what they look at. And because I was trading in Japan as well, I picked that up as well, so I use that as well. But look, I hope you get something out of this. I hope, you know, if you have any questions, please give me a bell, and look after yourselves and always be happy. Cheers. See you later. Susie Crew.